and welcome. It is the start of a new month, which means it is time to do another Shop My Stash video. Pretty excited. I don't know that this will be super long. I do need some new base products to pull in, as well as a couple of eyeshadow palettes. I do have 5 that are involved in Project Pans back here, and I haven't been going for a lot of crazy looks. I've usually recently been going for something really simple, which is just this, for example, where I just have one shade blended into the crease and then a shimmer shade in my inner corner, and that's it. I haven't been using a lot. I haven't been making very good progress on my palettes, and that's just the way that it be sometimes. So I'm pretty excited to pull in some new stuff. I've been using the same things for quite a while now. Well, I guess a month. But I'm ready to switch it out and bring in some things that I have been neglecting from my makeup collection. Oh, I guess before I start, if you don't know what Shop My Stash is, it's a way to rotate through your makeup collection if you have one that's a little bit more sizable like myself. I've got quite a few things, not a ton. Some categories I have more than others, right? Okay, so let's get started. All right, starting in my base drawer, I just realized that I only currently have 4 foundations, which is kind of crazy. Definitely not very many. This one is pretty low right here, and then these 2 are maybe half used. With that being said, I am gonna pull in this foundation right here. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I like this one a lot. It's not heavy coverage, but it does offer a decent amount of coverage, and it is in a little bit more of a darker shade for me, so it's about the right time to be pulling this in. So I'm gonna bring this in. I also am gonna bring in this Fenty foundation. This is in the shade 150. Oh, this one right here is in the shade 12N. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in these 2, and I am gonna bring in a powder. I think I want to bring in the Mineral Veil by Hourglass. Let's see, how much of this do I have? Oh yeah, I still have I don't know if you'll really be able to tell, but I still have a decent amount in here. I think I have 3 powders right now. I have this one, the Fenty one, and then I have a Ciate London one that I got in a BoxyCharm, so we're gonna bring that in. And then I think I want to bring 2 concealers in. The first is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I really like this. I picked this up, I think, in March, and I used it for quite a bit, but now I'm gonna use it again. This is really nice for low coverage days when I just want something to kind of spot conceal. Definitely a really nice product for a more natural look. I also want to bring in, I think, this. This is the Pretty Vulgar Concealer. This is in the shade Little White Lies. This is not for everybody. It's definitely not very full coverage. It's not very matte, but I enjoy it. It's about a medium coverage. It has a decent lasting power, and it's more of kind of a satin-ish finish. So if you like that, you might like this. I think that this is in the lightest shade, but it was a little bit dark for me the first time that I got it, which I think was in December or January. Winter time, but now I've got a tiny bit of a tan, so I think that this will work a little bit better for me now. And that's all that I'm going to pull in from this drawer. Moving down to this drawer, and I think there's 2 things that I want to pull in so far. So the first is the Hourglass palette. I like this a lot, but I have had it for a while, so I want to get some use out of it. I usually tend to pull this palette in during winter time, and I don't really get to use this kind of bronze shimmer down here, so I think I'll get to use it a bit now. Then I've got the 2 blushes in here, a bronzer, and then this other kind of light shimmer shade, which I think I actually could top on top of a cream or liquid highlight, and that would look really good. Ooh, ideas. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this in. And then I also want to bring in this Cover FX blush because I want to get some use out of this shimmer blush side. It's so pretty. I think that I could get, oh my gosh, I love the way that looks. It's just, oh, it's so pretty. I think I'm going to get some, yeah, okay, I'm excited about this. I know that I had this in kind of recently. I did pick it up recently, but the last time I had it in, I didn't really get very much use out of this side, and I really want to. So I'm gonna bring this in and make it a point to use that side. I think that's gonna be it for blushes. I do need to bring in a highlighter. Which one? I think I wanna bring in this Kaja highlighter. This is in the shade Toy Alien. Kaja is not cruelty free, which is extremely unfortunate, but I do like this highlighter, and I do have a decent little dent going in there right now, so I'm gonna bring this in to get some use out of it. So I think that's gonna do it from this drawer. Moving down to palettes. I don't know how many I want to bring in. The first that I've been wanting to pull in, and I think it's finally time, is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I got this last year, if I'm not mistaken, and I really, really like it and have been wanting to play around with it. So now is the time. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring this in. This is a palette by Ofra. This is probably one of the last Acrylic items that I ordered. This is their signature palette, Radiant Eyes. I really, really like this. It's so, so pretty. The swatch right here is from that palette, and so are these two swatches. So pretty. I really, really adore this palette. It is an all shimmer palette, but I have some matte shades that I'm trying to project pan that I think I could pair with some of these. So we're gonna pull this in. And I think that might actually do it. I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup, and the eye looks that I've been going for have been pretty simple. So I think that that's gonna be good, which is pretty simple, pretty easy. Okay, now we have my beauty box. The first thing that we need to do is it is the start of another 2 seasons. So I have all of the Zodiac pigments over here, and I've been circulating them out every 2 Zodiac seasons. So right now I have the twins and I have the bowl? Yeah, the bowl in here. So now it is time to pull these 2 out, and we're pushing forward the lion, right? Yes, for Leo, and the crab for the Cancer. So those are going forward. Okay, hold on. Okay. There they are. So, ooh, these are some really beautiful colors. Let me actually give you a close-up of these. Those are even pretty together. Maybe I'll try and create a look with both of these. So again, this is the lion and the crab from ColourPop. I think these are still available on their website. They're just so, so pretty. This one's really, really pretty. The crab, it's got this like blue, I think there's even like some pink glitter in there. It's just so gorgeous. And the lion, it wasn't one that I originally wanted, but this has turned into one of the ones that I use the most. So I'm really excited to have it in my rotation now. Okay, so let me fill her up. There we go. I didn't pull any new lip products in. Everything up here stayed the same. I've just got some single shadows up here. A glitter shadow from Stila that I'm trying to project pan. A couple of lip products over here, not too many. Oh, and then I also have this little Kevin Aqua liquid shadow that I got from Acrylic a while back. So none of this changed, but that's okay. And then I've just got the 2 that we changed in here. And then moving down, this whole section over here changed except for the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is a rollover from last month. And then over here I have the Fenty Cream Bronzer that I've been using and loving, and so that stayed in here, as well as the Hourglass highlighter in the shade Pink Flash. I really, really like this and would like to get some more use out of it. So that stayed in here, but the other 2 things are new. And then down here we have the 2 cheek products that we pulled in. So the Hourglass palette and the Cover FX blush duo thing. All right, very nice. That might just have to do. I don't really love, I would have preferred these 2 palettes to fit next to each other, but they just don't quite do that. They're just a bit too wide, each of them. I guess this is gonna have to work unless I switch them, but I don't know. Oh, I feel like it looked better the other way. Well, you know what? I like Natasha Denona a little bit more. Maybe I can prop that up a little bit. Sort of, kind of. Nah, we're gonna call it good. So we just added the Natasha Denona palette and the little Ofra palette. Everything else in here has a Project Pan eyeshadow in it, and there you go. And then these are the lipsticks that I've been using the most. Oh, well, I guess we have 2 lip glosses, and then my Tarte Color Splash lipsticks and my ColourPop lipsticks. So looks good. All right, the lighting looks pretty wonky now, but there's my shop, my stash. There's the majority of the items that I will be using for the month of July. I don't know how much I'll be wearing makeup for the month of July. I really need to focus on my Project Pan items, but there you have it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe for more content from me, don't forget to do so before you go. All of those buttons are down below, and I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.